Texas House has once again failed to reach quorum today, further delaying a vote on redistricting. Hello, and thank you for joining us this evening. I'm Joy Bergen, and I'm in today for Darian Trotter. House Speaker Dustin Burrows quickly gavelled the state house in and then right back out of session today since there weren't enough lawmakers to take any votes. Now, it comes the same day that he and Attorney General Ken Paxton announced they had filed a legal complaint in California to enforce arrest warrants for state lawmakers who didn't show up today. Those lawmakers fleeing the state earlier this week to avoid a redistricting vote. Now, according to Burrows' office, a similar complaint was also filed in Illinois, and some representatives, including Gina Hinojosa, flew to California today to meet with Governor Gavin Newsom. She says she and other representatives are committed to fighting for the people in their districts.
It made me angry, not because of the threat to my position. It made me angry on behalf of my constituents. What the Attorney General is attempting to do is outside the bounds of the law. It is in keeping with his long record of lawlessness.
Now, she says with the last week of the special session coming up, the Texas House Democrats plan to stay out of the state until the end. Now, according to Attorney General Ken Paxton, if she and others want to fight for their constituents, they should come back to work.
People expect their representatives to go to work. Go fight it out. If you disagree, you disagree. That's the process. The process is not to avoid showing up and being part of the fight. I think the fact that they have done that has already put them in a negative light at least in most minds in Texas.
He promised long before today's failed session meeting to get absent lawmakers arrested and out of office if they didn't show up. Now, one San Antonio lawmaker stayed behind and has been showing up on the floor in Austin. Fox SA's Yami Virgen spent the week in Chicago reporting on the legislators who left. Tonight, she is back and has an exclusive interview with Representative Philip Cortez.
95 House members showed up Friday, 5 short of the 100 needed to reach quorum and vote on the new congressional map that would give Republicans 5 more seats. And while most Texas House Democrats are in Chicago to block the redistricting plan, one San Antonio lawmaker, Philip Cortez,
District 117, State Representative,
is not with the other Democrats breaking quorum over the new maps. We tried for several days to reach the representative. Our texts and phone calls did not receive a response. Today, we finally caught up with Cortez at his back-to-school event and asked if he is supporting his party's efforts, even though he continues to show up at the Capitol.
I am wholeheartedly against any mid-decade redistricting, and I'll do everything I can to fight that.
Cortez says there's more than one way to fight, and that is why he is still here in Texas, while his colleagues remain in Chicago.
And one of the ways to fight that is at the Capitol, to ensure that there is nothing procedurally being done inappropriately, and to make sure that should the bill come forward, that we're there to ask the tough questions and to do everything we can in our procedural power to stop this bill from going forward.
Family concerns and lessons from a 2021 walkout led Cortez to stay in Texas. That year, he broke quorum, returned home, and then faced so much pressure from fellow Democrats that sources say he went back to Washington, D.C. Sources also tell us within the Texas Democrats that GOP leaders have offered some lawmakers committee chair or vice chair posts if they come back home.
No, the committee chairmanships are awarded at the beginning of the legislative session, when there was no talk about redistricting, when there was no talk about a quorum break. So no, that is not the case.
We are told the posts would be for the next legislative session if they return. Cortez stresses his presence at the Capitol should not be seen as a lack of support for his colleagues in Illinois.
I support my colleagues that have gone to Chicago.
And as for the redistricting fight, Representative Cortez says it's far from over.
I am wholeheartedly against this attempt to take these 5 congressional seats here from Texas. I'll do everything in my power to fight them at the Texas Capitol.
It remains to be seen if more Democrats will come back and be on the House floor come Monday when they reconvene. Yami Virgen, Fox essay.